fans, and welcome back to the Triple J Pick'em Challenge. It is time to pick this week's biggest basketball games,
but first, we cannot ignore the fact that I am back and on top. As we can see from the leaderboards, I was a perfect 4 for 4, with the Jessica getting 4.5. That 0.5 in there we'll talk about a little later, and Jason, as usual, on the bottom.
Well, this is like deja vu from last semester. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable here in the middle. But I feel like this week I might have to push you a little bit harder to regain the lead.
It didn't happen last semester. I don't think it'll happen this one.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm risking it for the biscuit. But
you're risking a lot right now.
I'm not getting any rewards.
I have to say, Jason,
Not even a little.
I think your biggest mistake last week was picking Nevada to beat CSU. I don't know what you were thinking there.
I didn't pick Nevada. I picked CSU to beat Nevada.
You did? Oh, I thought you got that one wrong.
I did.
Yeah.
Nevada beat CSU.
Yeah, Nevada destroyed CSU.
Oh, sorry. I meant it the other way around. That was a bad call.
Nevada.
You know what I meant.
I have faith in the Rams.
Kind of.
Okay, we'll see
Not
about that
very
later
much.
today.
That's a good idea.
Not very much.
All right, guys. Well, to move on from last week, let's get started with the Boise State versus Fresno State game. So, Jason, go ahead and kick this one off for us.
Yeah, so this one, Fresno State, they are one of the top teams in the Mountain West. Braxton Huggins leads the team with 18.7 points per game. Deshaun Taylor, he's not far behind. We saw him play here, and they're a force to be reckoned with if they're on. Biggest thing is they went into Boise and beat Boise already once this year. So I see him handle them at home this year, or at this game.
Okay.
Yeah, and the funny part about it is the last win for Fresno State, their their bench players had 0 points, which is weird. Even though I'm going for Fresno here, that means that their starters are on fire. They know what they're doing. They're leaving them in. They're keeping them in those games. And like you said, Braxton Huggins was leading the team. He had 31 points that game. He went off. And Boise State, in my opinion, the only reason why they're looking good right now is because they play the worst team in the conference. And they destroyed them, of course, but it was the worst team. So I'm not sure if that can boost them up into beating Fresno, but we're going to have to see that one. But
Yeah, I think even if you beat a really bad team, like you just said, they just beat San Jose State, which is the team that's in the last place in the Mountain West Conference. They just beat them by the second largest margin of victory in program history. So although it wasn't the best team that they could beat, I think they're going to take that momentum into this next game to win it. So obviously I'm picking Boise here. And last week, I called this one perfectly. Justine and Jessup didn't let me down. And then Hobbs, I'm going to go ahead and use Jared's saying here, they're like microwaves. And since he used that last week and he went perfect from there, I'm going to go ahead and use that here and going to go perfect this week.
can you explain what microwaves mean?
I don't know, you didn't explain it last week.
I don't know, you used it this time, but I'm going to use it
can't
in a
stop
proper
him. I think it was you
sentence right
can't
now.
stop him.
Braxton Huggins is like a microwave because it's heating up very quickly, and you cannot stop
And he
it.
does not stop.
Yes.
You can stop a microwave so easy.
I don't know.
Push a
I
button.
I don't
We're
know.
going to tape the door shut.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll
All
see
right.
about that one.
To continue, number 1 Tennessee is heading to Rupp Arena to take on number 5 Kentucky.
All right, guys, so I picked Tennessee here. They are number 1 for a reason. They are 22-1, 10-0 in the SEC. Their only losses to Kansas in overtime, so obviously very powerful team. They're just as good on offense and defense. All the coaches know it. They fear playing Tennessee, so I just don't see how they could lose this one. Ashton Hagans is probably the biggest person that they're going to have to worry about here, but the only thing about him, not the only thing, but the biggest thing they're going to have to worry about here, the thing about him is lately in the last 3 games, he's only been really powerful in the first half. So if they can shut him down in the first half, it'll be really good news for them.
Well, I think you forget about P.J. Washington, who
Of
is
course.
he's the leading scorer for Kentucky.
With 14 points per game.
But if you look at their scoring list, it's spread out. They have 4 guys that average over 10 points a game. So their scoring is evenly spread out. And they have Reed Travis, who was Pac-12 Player of the Year last year. Transferred to the SEC to play for Kentucky because he wants a chance to win a national championship. And Kentucky's the place to do it. So you can't go against John Calipari at Kentucky. So Tennessee,
You can't?
they are
That's what we're doing right now.
they're going down. They're losing that number 1 spot, and Duke's just going to take it over.
Okay, hold on.
Completely unrelated.
Kentucky, they're on
Duke out of
a
this.
10-game win streak, right?
Tennessee?
No, Kentucky,
Yes.
which is cute because Tennessee's on an 18-game win streak right now.
You know how weak the SEC conference is?
They are destroying everyone in their path. And not only that, they're scoring more points. And you said it was spread out for Kentucky. But the problem is Tennessee is still outscoring them. You're saying that Grant Williams scoring 19.9 points per game isn't going to be able to slow down Kentucky. Kentucky has a worse defense, and they're able to if Tennessee's able to keep their scoring alive, which they have been doing over 18 games, I can count them out for you if you like. They're not going to be able to be stopped.
I mean, so looking at it, Tennessee has not beat a ranked team in like 3 weeks. So they're playing against lower division people in the SEC. Whereas Kentucky just knocked off KU, just beat Auburn, just beat Mississippi State. They're all ranked.
Those were a while ago.
Yeah, in the last week, 2.
2 of them. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that only thing.
I just don't know how you can choose against Kentucky. They are a college dynasty.
Probably because Tennessee's ranked number 1 right now. Their dynasty's over a lot of years, so I'm talking about this year right now.
1 doesn't mean anything?
Not in the NCAA.
So then why do you care about Duke beating there so bad?
I don't. I'm just saying they're going to take it. Because they're the number 1 in the power rankings.
They're having trouble taking it right now over Tennessee. And Tennessee is ranked number 1 over Duke.
Because they're playing. You can't justify them if they're winning. You can't justify moving them down.
They're still... That's what they did
because
Nevada,
they're beating scrubs.
We won't talk about the Nevada part.
All right. Well, finally, the 9-15 Rams are hosting 14-9 San Diego State from Moby tomorrow. So, Jared, what do you have to say?
Yeah, CSU right now, they're a very defeated team. They're not playing well. They keep on trying to stay in it, and I agree. And I think that their heart is in it, but they have been getting destroyed. Not destroyed, but over the Wyoming game. Like they've been beaten and they're down right now, and I don't think they can beat a team that's much better than Wyoming. And not only that, San Diego State and CSU, they do have similar offenses. They have 2 guys that go ham every game. And the problem with that is if you're able to negate either of those, both of those guys can go down and then you can win the game. But the thing is, though, the one difference between CSU and San Diego State is that CSU has a 299th ranked defense right now. They are that bad on defense, and if you're able to
look at me.
But rankings don't matter,
Why
right?
are you looking at me?
No, I'm just saying that. Just throw it out there. Or here, but CSU also has one advantage, which is rebound. I'm just kidding. SDSU also is better than that.
Oh,
They're much more balanced on the team on that. Nico Carvacho is the only one that's really doing good on the Rams, and if you're able to slow him down, you're slowing down the entire team.
okay.
And
All
they
right.
have proven that that is possible, especially in Nevada.
All right, well, looking here that I'm the only one picked CSU, I am just super disappointed in Jason because every week he brings up the big chili, Chris Martin. Oh, I just can't believe you're turning against the CSU team. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but have you seen that video of the kid who's like, no, I'm mad, let's go, and he like goes crazy? That's CSU. That's going to be them this week. They're mad and they're hurt. Like you said, this
Should we
team
give her a half point for that one?
No.
No?
No.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
We're being mad.
This team just came off a heartbreaking loss against Nevada, a very embarrassing loss against Wyoming. So I think that eventually they're going to have to, I think they're coming into this game mad. And that's what Nico Carvacho said last week after they lost to Wyoming, that they need to come off more intense and willing to work harder in these games. So I think that's what they're going to do.
And by the way, that was a really good descriptive word for CSU right there, embarrassing.
It was an embarrassing loss in Wyoming. Yeah. That's why they need to come out and prove themselves.
You know why I changed my mind? Because I went to Laramie.
I was there.
Witnessed that game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was awful.
All we need to see.
That was... CSU only has 1 guy over 6'10". San Diego State has 4. So... that's why I went with San Diego State, because height difference, because you're going to have Kendall Moore trying to get a rebound over Jalen McDaniels, who is 6'10", when Carvacho's going to be double-teamed by somebody else. It's not going to happen. San Diego State's going to come into Moby, and I think they're just going to wipe the floor with them.
Oh, yeah, and Jalen McDaniels, he scored over 20 points 3 of his last 5 games. His most recent one, 31.
Yep, had a floater over the backboard, SC top 10 play. It was nice.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice.
Well, we're going to have to stay tuned and see what happens there, but that's all we have for the Triple J Pick'em Challenge this week. So head to our Twitter page right now to vote on which one of us is going to win this week. But don't go anywhere, Rams, because up next, Maddie Warren has an interview with Nico Carvacho that you do not want to miss.